Hello everyone, I'm Rafael Alvarez and this is Alvarez Metalworks. So today what we're doing is basically giving you guys a shop update. I know there hasn't been a lot of work done here in the shop as of recently. Basically since the roof rack for the Jeep Cherokee build, at least as far as videos are concerned. Basically what my goal has been, because we're getting into winter time. You know, it's December, late December, and we're actually getting a real late start here in Syracuse when it comes to our cold weather. This weekend's probably been one of the colder weekends since winter, I guess, started. Out here, winter starts around Halloween. But we still haven't really gotten any snow over here. North of us have gotten a lot of snow, so it's been pretty mild so far. But my goal is that basically you guys have seen my shop quite a, in my other videos, and it's always pretty dirty. I've got to get started on my ambulance project. That's got to be done before spring. No ifs, ands, or buts. And there's another project that I'm not going to bring up right now that needs to be done before spring as well. For me to do that properly, because they're both pretty big, extensive projects, I need to have my shop organized. It needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be straightened out, and it's just good for progress when it comes to work in here. So there's some things that I'm trying to get addressed. One of them is mainly is that I want to build a workbench here in my shop. I'm going to use 4 of those black Harbor Freight tool carts, and I'm going to build a workbench there in the center of the shop. And that's probably the big thing, because I need some storage. I need to get some of the tools that I have here in my shop and take them to my day job, and just get a few other things set up. I've got my JD squared bead roller that I'm going to do a quick review on after I shoot this video, so look out for that. If it's not posted today, it'll be posted within a day or so. What else? I still got my compressor. For those of you guys saw that, I got my compressor here in the shop. It's not all hooked up yet. It's in its place. I need to get it leveled out, but ultimately I need to get a single phase motor for it. I know I can go out and get a phase converter and all those other options, but realistically, the best option for my shop and for the dollar is to just get a single phase motor. So, with Christmas being, not even a week away, I'm just really trying to make sure that I don't bury myself financially. Part of the reason why I'm staying out of the shop right now. I may get a Christmas bonus for my day job. If I do, I'm going to order in all the steel that I need to finish finish at least the exterior of the ambulance project. So, once I get that metal in and get this shop straightened out, that project's going to begin, and I'm going to go non-stop until it's done. Got a couple other things. Let me show you real quick here before I talk about the main reason for this shop update. Let me switch the view on the camera real quick. Basically what you're looking at here, these are H1 Humvee, that's what the H is, Humvee wheels, military wheels off of the Humvee. They're 24 bolt paired, and what that means is if you look at the bolts here, see how the two here are closer together than these two? You can get 24 bolts that aren't paired, and then you have these style that are paired. These are for Project Pathfinder. Okay, what you're looking at here are rock rings. They're aftermarket rock rings that I bought from a buddy of mine. Basically, they go like that. Now, they'll be welded in place. What they do is they protect all these studs. For those who aren't familiar with how these wheels work, is these wheels are a double bead lock. I don't have all the parts for them to be assembled and put together properly just yet, but there's going to be one video. It's not going to be a video series. It's going to be a one-shot deal where I recenter these wheels, change them to 6 lug, change the offset, install the rock rings, paint them, rebuild all the valves, and install the PVC inserts that make this thing a double bead lock, and put new O-rings because these are two-piece wheels. That's what those bolts are. They bolt the two-piece wheels together. So there's going to be that, and like I said, I'm going to shoot a quick video about this bead roller, let you guys know what I think about it. I've had it for almost a year now, basically a year. I used it most recently at my day job. We were building a hearse out of a 2012 Mercedes R350. We stretched it about 21 inches and did some work there. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you guys any pictures of that, just because it's kind of my agreement with my place of employment. I really would like to, but I can't. What I may do is ask if I can just share a couple pictures later on down the road once the car is completely done. It's kind of sitting in the paint booth at work, going back and forth on whether it's going to get a vinyl top or some other treatment, but it's not completely done yet. Anyway, compressor status. I went and purchased this from Amazon. It's a hose reel. I'm doing this because I'm tired of that mess on the floor of my shop, constantly in a big knotted up mess. So again, I'm trying to get things organized. You know, I got an engine stand from a buddy, you know, on Upstate 4x4, one of our admins. I've got the spare engine from Project Pathfinder up here. I'm going to get rid of the old transmissions and keep the transfer case. That's one transmission over there on the floor. Here's the other one. They're both automatics. They're both junk. They can be rebuilt, but I'm not bothering with it. I'm going to keep the transfer case though. I'm going to get rid of all my spare parts. I got a big pile of junk underneath the bench over there. Nothing but Pathfinder parts. Outside of the rear axle that I have over here, all the Pathfinder stuff is going away. I just need to get stuff organized, like I said. I need to get some wood in my shop, and I'm limited on space, so I think I'm going to stack it up against this wall, so I need to get all that dealt with. One of the other things I did with this compressor is I knew I was going to need to clean up the electrical in my shop, put a new breaker box. For those of you guys saw my initial videos when I first bought my very first Everlast machine, which was the Everlast Power iMig 200. Right there. Basically, I created an extension cord coming out of the pre-existing electrical box and ran the 220 off that cord. It was hardwired into the box and just basically had that right there. So what I did this time around was I installed an outlet, weatherproof cover. I just did that just because. But I actually have an outlet now. And there's a switch in here. That switch will go to the compressor. It's a 2-pole switch, 50 amp. It'll go to the compressor here to turn the compressor on and off. But here's the breaker box. The labels are mislabeled right now. Had to change where I was going to put the breakers at just based on wire availability. Trying to seal up the shop a bit. I got cracks in the walls and things like that. You know, this door that doesn't work, it had huge air gaps. You know, sealing everything up and really trying to get ready to ultimately work on this. Okay, I know this is going to be a long, drawn out build over the winter. You know, it's going to be a fun build. It's going to be very extensive and whatnot. But that's the goal. It needs to get done, like I said. The project I don't want to tell you guys about basically needs to be delivered to Kentucky in the spring, and this is what's going to take it there. With, you know, God willing. So anyway, let's get to the main reason for this video. I want you guys to look at this. You see all these flap discs? Tons and tons and tons of them, okay? All different makes, brands, whatever, styles, grits. You know, I've got macro discs, I've got stuff from Lehigh Valley, I've got other brands. I've got Pearl. I got CGW. I got a whole bunch of them, and that's not all of it. I've got discs over here. I've got another box over there. I've got flat discs everywhere in my shop right now. Let me flip the camera again real quick. So, basically, Roark Supply. My relationship with Roark Supply. And this is the reason for the shop update. I know some of you guys are curious. I don't want you guys to ever think that they're just paying me to feed you guys a marketing gimmick or campaign or something like that. That's not what's going on here. The reason why I have all these flap discs here in my shop is that Roark Supply is diligently trying to get feedback from people that actually use their products, that are going to give unbiased feedback to them so that they can make sure that they have the best products in inventory at the best prices. And not just the best, but the best at the price point, okay? They understand that some people want the cheapest they can possibly get, but they don't want to sell garbage to you guys, okay? So in my pile of flat discs, I've got flat discs that'll probably be sold in the $1 and change range, $1.50 range, somewhere in that ballpark. Are these the best discs on the market? Absolutely not. Are they good enough? Absolutely. Okay. You're not gonna get any of these things from them and think, this is a pile of junk. Okay. People want boxes and boxes and boxes of cheap, affordable flap discs, and the market's demanding it, so they're asking me which ones are the ones that I feel they should sell, and what I think that it should sell at. What price point do I think is reasonable? They've also sent me some big heavy duty type discs that, the ones that last forever and ever and ever, and the real super thick ones, and then your high end stuff. Stuff that's going to sell at somewhere more like $3-4 a disc. And I've been giving my feedback on that because ultimately I'm cheap. I'm cheap like a lot of other people are. And does it make sense for me to go out and buy a $4 flap disc when I can go buy 3 or 4 of the cheaper ones at that same price point? That's basically where they're trying to get information from me. How do I feel about it? I'm not going to give you guys any of that information. Just trust that the things that Roark Supply is putting on their website, at least in regards to flap disc and cutoff wheels, because they've done that with the cutoff wheels as well, that these are good products, okay? You're getting what you pay for, but you're getting the best of what you can expect for what you're paying for, okay? If you order a disc that's $1.50, you're going to get the best that they could possibly find you and still be at that price point, okay? They're not going to sell you a $4 flap disc for $1.50 because they just can't do it. But if you order a $3.50 flap disc from them, you're going to get the best quality $3.50 flap disc that they can find as well. So that's what's been going on a lot with them. They've sent me out a few other things. You guys probably saw the drill bit video. Those drill bits, I actually really like those things. Been using them at work quite a bit. And they've sent me out some carbide burrs. I really like those. I used them quite a bit on an aluminum project at work, and they didn't load up at all, and real super sharp, really good quality stuff. So they're sending me these things as like basically thank yous. They're not sending me this stuff as, here, plug this for us. We want everybody to know about this product. I'm doing legwork for them, which benefits me and it benefits you guys with the product line that they're putting out on their website. And as a thank you, they're sending me stuff that I could actually use here in my shop or at my day job. So relationship's going really well. the owner. He seems like a really good guy. And I'm just overall happy with the direction things are going. He seems to be pretty happy as well. So that's what's going on there. What else? Oh yeah. I've got something I'm gonna do a review on as well. Let me flip the camera again. So this is something I'm gonna do a review on here in just a few minutes as well. Look out for the video. Like I said, it's probably not gonna upload the same day as this one, but check back. It's gonna be recorded here in a minute. So I'll release all these videos one day at a time or whatever. Anyway, I bought this from Harbor Freight. It's a hammer dolly set. Got a toe dolly. I forget what they call this one. Heel dolly. It's written right on it. Got a slapper hammer. And got a basically door trim edge hammer. You could use it for whatever you want, but they kind of design it for like pinch seams and stuff like that. I'm not going to talk about it. Basically, look out for that review. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. That's the update. Like I said, I'm really trying to get things going. My day job's pretty demanding, and it's one of those scenarios where I'm trying to reel back a little bit. I've been overworking myself for a long time. It's been taken away from my family. Just taking away from, being able to enjoy myself, basically. It's never a good thing to overextend yourself. Even if it's your own projects and something that you enjoy, because it's ultimately going to turn around to bite you in the butt, and you're not going to enjoy it as much anymore. When I first started doing this shop, it was something that it kind of fell on my lap, thanks to a friend of mine that really helped me out. I was using it as income because I had just moved to Syracuse, so I was using it as income to help pay the bills in the house and pull my end of the weight when it came to income and bills with me and my wife. But ultimately, after I started to get employed, the first job that I had out here didn't pay me very much, so I was still using it quite a bit to be able to to pay bills. Now that I got myself a really quite good day job, it's one of those scenarios where I'm trying to reel back a bit. I don't want to ruin what I consider fun. I really, truly enjoy building stuff and working in my shop. And, I'm a former professional photographer, and I push so hard with that I really dread picking up my camera at this point in my life. And it's something that some people really enjoy doing what they love for a day job. And for a lot of other people, it ruins what they enjoy doing it for a day job. So I'm really, this has been a childhood dream of me to have the ability to do the stuff that I'm doing in my shop. And it's one of those situations where I'm going to absolutely do my 100% best to ensure that I don't ruin it. Because I will, and it very easily could happen, and I just want to keep building what I've got and keep working on this YouTube channel and just see where it goes. It's not a necessity. It pays for itself. The money that I generate via YouTube helps to pay for the things that I'm buying for the shop, and like I said, it pays for itself, and it's going in the direction I want it to go. So anyway, enough rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Look out for those videos that I said are coming up. I'm going to try to end this month really strong and put out quite a few videos between now and the first of the year. So thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later, and remember to go check out Roark Supply, and don't forget to use coupon code METAL to save yourself 10% off your entire order. As many times as you want to use it. It's their thank you and my thank you to you guys for the support. So Talk to you later.